Welcome to Judicial Academy. Now, friends, today we're going to start with the next videos in CLAT PG 2018 series. And today's videos is how to prepare for the Constitution. As we know, there are only 2 months left for the CLAT PG 2018, and that this time the CLAT PG 2018 will be held on 13th May. So, how to prepare for the Constitution in those 2 months? How to utilize the 2 months for the Constitution and other law subjects and jurisprudence properly, so that we can crack the CLAT LLM and get into top NLUs, or we can crack the PSU's interview. So now, today we're going to check it, how to prepare for the Constitution, how to go for the Constitution in those last 2 months. So before starting the discussion, we generally know that what is CLAT PG, but though for the students, there are a lot of students who are might not be knowing about the fact that what is CLAT PG, what is CLAT LLM. So for them, there is a brief introduction of CLAT PG is necessary. So CLAT PG is an entrance exam, okay, like all other entrance exam, and this entrance exam is for getting into top 19 national law universities all over India. And after cracking this CLAT entrance exam, you will get a chance to pursue LLM in various specialized subjects, law subjects especially. And not only that, CLAT LLM is very popular among the students and even the individuals, because of the reason that because it's a key to open the doors for many PSUs. So there are twofold advantages of CLAT PG. Okay, now we should look into the main crux of the video, that is the how to prepare for the Constitution. Okay, so just check it out, what are the syllabus for the CLAT LLM. CLAT LLM syllabus are the Constitution, jurisprudence, and other law subjects. Okay, Constitution will carry the 50 marks, jurisprudence carries 50 marks, and other law subjects containing contract, criminal law, international law, and other one IPR and the tort law, those 5 subjects carries 5 into 10, that is 50 marks. Okay, and today's topic is the Constitution, how to prepare for the Constitution. Okay, so though we know the key subjects is are the Constitution and the jurisprudence. Okay, and because they contain the most of the marks, 50 and 50, so 100 marks out of 150, they carry 100 marks, so that's why they are important. Okay, so now going into the main crux of the episode is that how to prepare for the Constitution in last 2 months. Okay, and basically before going into the discussion, okay, I can say that go thorough is the main key about the Constitution. Okay, go thorough. And when I'll go with the video and the discussion in the video, you will get to know why I'm saying go thorough is the key in Constitution, in cracking the Constitution, to get the hang of Constitution. Why it's go thorough is the key. Okay, so it's basically the first trick to go for the Constitution in last 2 months is that it's not about judicial exam. Okay, it's CLAT PG exam, and there is a difference in preparation. So there are a lot of students, okay, a lot of individuals, they think that we have to study in depth Constitution. Okay, there are a lot of things we have to study. There are a lot of articles, there are a lot of provisions are there. We need to scrutinize each and every word very thoroughly, very deeply, and very technicalities must be studied, all those things. But one thing you need to take into your mind, that it's not judicial exam. First and foremost thing, there are a lot of students, they take it as judicial exam. Whenever they study a Constitution, they take it so seriously, they have to study so deeply. So that's why they just just go with the flow and they get carried away. So don't think that you are preparing for judicial exam, you are preparing for the CLAT LLM exam. So it's totally different. The difference in the preparation, there is a hell and heaven difference. Okay, and when we go for the judicial exam, you have to be thorough. You have to be not only thorough, you have to be depth, you have to be technically sound. But in CLAT PG exam, you might not be technically sound. You can crack the CLAT PG exam. Okay, how can it be possible? I will tell you. Okay, in CLAT PG exam, when we check out the last 2 or 3 years exam papers, so we basically see that article number and the recent judgments, and there are many important events, there are important judgments. Those are generally asked in the CLAT PG exam. Okay, it's not about technicalities in CLAT constitution, but more of the crux or the provisions that generally mattered in constitution. Okay, so don't go into the depth of constitution, don't go into the technicalities of the constitution, but going through the exact provision and the exact article is very important, and thinking, memorizing those article, what's written exact black letter of the provision is very important. Okay, so don't think about just you haven't studied in depth, you haven't studied the technicalities of different fundamental rights provisions, so your preparation might not be good. So you would be seriously flawed with the idea that you haven't studied in depth, so that's why you might not be able to crack the exam. If you are thinking like that, you are absolutely flawed. Okay, you are absolutely wrong. Go with the provision, read the provision. Okay, read the each and every black letter and the word of the provision, and try to memorize those things. Not one time, not 2 times, 10 times, 100 times. Read the provision. Okay, that is the main important thing. And again, I am saying it's not the judicial exam, it's the CLAT PG exam. So there is a difference. Okay, you have to understand. The next trick is the bare act is God. Okay, why I am saying this? Because after 2-3 years exam papers, when I go through, there are a lot of things that that has been analyzed by us, and after that we can very much we can say that bare act and the going through the bare acts provision is the main thing in cracking the CLAT LLM. Okay, whoever has cracked it, whoever has scored 100 or above 100 marks, their bare act, they're thorough with the bare act. Okay, one thing I can say. So read the bare act very carefully, read the bare act very thoroughly, and all the provisions in fundamental rights, all the provisions in union and parliament and the state legislature and the amendment and the emergency, all those things, each and every word must be focused. Okay, so bare act and the objective questions. Okay, these two things are really important in constitution. Okay, don't go into the BN Sukla or MP Chain and all those books. You are just going deep into the each and every article of fundamental rights. You have to know all those things. You were reading all those things very deeply, so you don't need to study for CLAT LLM. One thing you need to remember, okay, you have to thorough with it. Okay, you have to know the important judgments in those sections. Okay, that's good. You have to remember the incidental and ancillary part. Yeah, you have to remember the incidental and ancillary part to the article, but don't go into the too much depth of the article. That's what I'm trying to mean. Okay, sometimes people and the students are too much bothered about the technicalities and the depth of the constitution provision, because each article has so vast meaning in it. So you have your whole career to delve into that article. You can give your whole career to delve into article 14 or article 21. Okay, it's so vast. Okay, you can't read or study in 2 months. That's not possible if you go into too depth. Okay, so go the bare act, go superficially, go with the incidental and ancillary part of the article 20, whichever is important. Okay, maximum to maximum, and I hope you will be able to crack the CLAT LLM easily. Okay, and the next part is you have 2 months left in the for CLAT PG. Okay, so don't go into all the bare act. Okay, just how to focus on the things. What are the important things? These four things are the important. Okay, first and foremost, in these four things, every provision in these four chapter of the Constitution must be done very meticulously. Okay, that you need to understand. After doing that, you do whatever you have to do in the Constitution, but these four parts are very, very important for CLAT PG, because after analyzing all those previous year's question papers, we have come up with these four parts that carry the 35 marks question out of 50 marks. Okay, so if you are too much focused with this part, you can score 35 marks. Okay, that you need to understand, that you have to take it for granted that these four parts are very, very important. Okay, fundamental rights, union and parliament, judiciary and amendment. Okay, you whatever the rest of the chapters you have to study, but these four parts you have to give in your heart out. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and the next part is the follow the Judicial Academy site regularly, because there are no any other CLAT LLM site that give a lot of valuable information to the students. So Judicial Academy site, there are a lot of information that I cannot say right now, but there are a lot of information available in the Judicial Academy site. Go and please check it. So that will be really helpful for the other students. Okay, and our jurisprudence and the constitution course are totally built for the CLAT LLM students. We don't focus on the depth, or we don't focus on the technicalities too much, but we focus on the part that is relevant for the CLAT LLM students. Okay, so our constitution and the jurisprudence are really valuable courses that we provide for the CLAT LLM students. Okay, and there are a lot of other students, a lot of other courses as well. Okay, you can check it out by going to Judicial Academy site. And please, one thing that just do subscribe our channel. Okay, by subscribing you'll get the notification whenever the new videos will be uploaded onto this channel. And also one thing, just share these videos to your friends, whoever appearing for the CLAT LLM. Okay, CLAT LLM PG, because Judicial Academy is the one-stop destination for CLAT PG Academy. Okay, so do subscribe our channel and share this to your friends. If any problem is happening with CLAT PG preparation, so do mention in the comment section. We will try to just help you out with your problem. So please comment below the video. Thank you very much.